And today is the first day of the no more lockdown.
I finally shot a porgy.
Well, yes, it's our last day in Black Key, eh?
The restrictions on us are making it so impossible to stay that we have to leave.
We decided to see the world by sailboat. We sailed from the Great Lakes of Canada and made it to the Bahamas, where the unexpected happened.
Not able to start the engine.
Let's go! Wow, getting into a kayak when you're bumping around on a sailboat is really tricky. But I made it in. And today is the first day of the no more lockdown, so I'm gonna go to the little beach over there. Super exciting. I really needed to get out here and go for a walk a little bit with myself. I've been having so many ups and downs lately. It's really hard to stay positive and not stress out about the whole situation. Might be in my little paradise and in a bit of a cocoon, but you still kind of stay in touch with the whole world and realize what the virus is doing. And here in the Bahamas, we just keep having lockdowns, curfews, and it's just getting more and more restrictive. And our cruising permit is expiring really soon. I think we're like April 13th. So we pretty much have a week left on our permit. Ooh. Which, mind you, I've been in communication with the immigration and everything's closed off. So they are kind of, I guess, extending or just not really caring if you overstay your permit. So all that can be super stressful, and it's hard to stay positive even though you've got that nice blue water, sunshine and warmth. Well, I'm not entirely sure of what to do. I know of quite a few Canadian cruisers that are still making it into the States, which is probably where we're gonna have to go because, as you saw by the videos, our engine is really done until we get some major parts. Hopefully we can find them with this whole pandemic thing. And we'll also probably need a machine shop to clean up some stuff. It's so hard to tell because everything's changing all the time. Like, ideally we wanted to continue the trip and go in other parts of the Caribbean and then go wait out hurricane season in like Mexico or Guatemala, one of those two. But now those ones are kind of closed off, sort of. On the other end, back in Canada, well, that's kind of where we're from and they would accept us automatically. We're resident of Newfoundland, so we're not even sure if we'd be accepted in Quebec because every province has been shutting their borders and you can't even travel within Quebec province. So it just makes everything so much more stressful and unknown as to where we should be going, and that's just been eating me. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, today's gonna be a good day, I'll be positive, and then I get in a good mindset, but then I'll wake up the next day and I'm just like thinking about all of those things, and it's kind of scary living day by day and enjoying Black Key, which has been our home for like 3 weeks now. And the guys are fishing out there, so hopefully we'll get some fish tonight. But really we're all gonna get through this at one point. The virus can't really go on forever, and one of those days we're gonna be free to explore again, which is, I think, the thing that I love the most about the sailing lifestyle or the traveling lifestyle is just exploring new islands, new beaches, new caves, which I really wanted to make it to Long Island because apparently it has the biggest cave system in the Bahamas. but we're not allowed to travel. So maybe one day, maybe next year, I'll be able to do this. Whew. I think it's time to go back to the boat. I forgot to bring a water bottle, and you can really tell that we are starting to be in the spring because it is hot. It's like 30 degrees. My feet are actually burning from walking on the sand and rocks. So I think it's time for water. And maybe I'm gonna find some coconuts. Let's have a look. Okay, I don't think this trail leads very far. It turns into a bit more of a bushwalking trail. And I don't really have any shoes. So I think I'm gonna go for a swim instead. This feels so good when it's 30 degrees outside. Oh, heaven.
I finally shot a porgy. It was a little bit tricky. I snuck up on him on a ledge. He's still kicking, but I actually shot him through the tail and it barely held on, so he was kind of fighting quite a bit. But look how freaked out they look with their huge eyes. They're always running away. You have a really hard time getting close to them, and this was the first time we shot one. Supposedly they're really good to eat, so let's find out.
I got my knife so sharp now. I was just taking my time to get as much meat. But no, I was just trying to make sure you didn't eat it before everybody got over here.
Especially when they're skittish like that, like, how else are you gonna find them if you're not looking?
Where is the little baby bull shark?
There.
Never gonna see him on this.
Yeah, put that fish in there.
Oh, he knows it's around.
Come here.
He's coming.
Hell yeah, way to go.
Little bull shark,
Great shot.
I think.
Oh yeah. But don't wrap your hand. Here, I'll hold the end.
Okay, you got
Okay, I got the end. You can let go of everything if need be.
Hold on.
I think no,
going
he's
that
over
way.
there. Yeah.
Gonna bite you with anything. Sharks.
He's running away from it.
Aww.
He's afraid of the tiny fish. You chicken. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
This feels good because seeing this, that they're not biting this right so easy,
Yeah.
makes me feel a little better.
We have some porgy, some sort of fish, a
Bunch of snap
fried
rice.
rice, and southern style sweet potato corn salad. Woohoo! Well, one of the sad things about sailing is that you meet a lot of great people, such as Elliot.
My name is Elliot. I'm the captain of the little green sailboat. That little guy way over there.
And then you've got to say bye, because everyone moves on at one point.
Just being squeezed out basically. It's just it's time to go. There's no need to stay here any longer.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be stuck here without being able to do anything at all. And as I said before, it's probably going to get stricter before, like, they're not going to slacken up on the rules when they just came out with these new rules. So it's likely that eventually we won't be able to swim around our boat. I don't even know. Maybe that's part of the rules that they just didn't outline.
Yeah. There's a lot of talking about like walking and hiking on uninhabited islands on the forest too, and like people seem to have way different opinions and being told different things depending on where they are.
Yeah.
So it's not even like every island is different and they just enforce different things to make it as safe as possible, I guess. So I don't know.
Just
the guidelines
get out
are
of here
in
so
place
you can
and
get beer.
and get alcohol.
Yeah. And just the fact that we can't fish kind of really eliminates like
That's kind of
part of the reason for being here, you know, like there's a reason why we're here versus like Georgetown or something that's more convenient for resupplying, because we can resupply on fish. And if we can't continue to do that, at least get some exercise through that, there's really no point in staying here anymore. And we already had the shore access taken away, and now it's like for sure taken away. So plans change again from one day to another, especially amidst this virus, but also just being a cruiser in general. We're talking about doing a bit of a team meeting here, and I think we're going to leave tomorrow, try to take advantage of the southerly weather and get as far northwest as we can and get out of here, go back to the States, get our engine fixed, and see what happens from there. But supposedly cruisers or people that are visiting this country will not have any sort of health care if they need it, which is a little bit irritating, but anyway, that's the situation that we are in right now. So you cannot go to the hospital even if you need to go to the hospital. The other things that are slightly annoying is they're no longer allowing fishing, so we can't catch our food anymore, and we can't go to any port to get water or supplies. And if we do go to ports, designated ports that we're allowed to go to, we have to call ahead and get the supplies delivered to the dock.
Time to clean up the boat, put everything away, and get it ready for sailing again, because I think it's going to be quite a few days of sailing to make it to the US.
So we got Cody here, our meteorologist slash towboat.
Cito!
Hopefully, we'll have a nice steady sail up the Exumas, be able to figure out our next move, I guess, at Highborn Key, I think is our plan, right? At some point in between Staniel Key and Grand Bahama Island, we might want to see if there's a possibility for water. If not, we can just plan on shooting up to Grand Bahama Island, anchor there, and wait for our best opportunity to do that longer open water passage.
Yeah, because that's 150, 160 nautical miles.
Yeah.
That one.
Yep.
Well, yes, it's our last in Black Key, eh?
Yeah, I guess so. We're leaving a country with less than just a little under 50 cases to go to a country that has on a daily basis 30,000 cases. So
We haven't even been to shore in over 2 weeks right now. We've just been doing our own things here in Black Key with our friends that we've been self-isolating with, catching fish to feed us and using the provisions we have, which we no longer can fish, so no more food source from that. I think we're gonna do Galliot cut in the morning.
So we gotta leave from the east side to get over to the west, and then we'll be a little more protected.
And there's all these cuts that you can go in. Well, quite a few of them are too shallow. You have to time with slack tide because there's a lot of current going in between all these cuts. So we either have to get the 1040 a.m. slack or 4:41 p.m. slack. So yeah, I think we'll try for the one in the morning. Gives us a little bit more leeway, especially with the winds dying off in the afternoon.
So the new plan is to make our way using weather windows and stuff back to the US. We're gonna enter in at
Hans Inlet,
yeah.
which is close to Daytona Beach.
And I'm sorry, this is, you know, there's going to be a lot of complaining in this particular thing, but this is real. We're really down today, and when we get back to the States, we're going to try to get our engine fixed. Really don't want to leave the nice waters here to go to, you know, basically the coronavirus mecca and try to avoid people as much as possible until we can get the engine fixed. And then we still don't even know what we're going to do from there. And so we're literally in the best place we could be up until hurricane season comes in a few months. And now, I mean, we're not being told we have to leave, but the restrictions on us are making it so impossible to stay that we have to leave.
They are urging all cruisers to return home. Leaving my safe harbor.
Dropped down to 0.3 knots. This is not a fun cut right now.
We pretty much started losing the wind as we went through Dotham Cut.
We're gonna take down the sails because we're going still a knot in the wrong direction. We're going to drop the dinghy.